And this is secret society. +2 happiness, all classes. Now that's a general thing, isn't it? So that should be everywhere. It doesn't say in the region. It just says all classes. So I'm going to go for that then. See if that helps as well. Certainly need something that's going to help. Okay, next turn. Right, French coming around with a big fleet. Looks a bit tattered though. It's had some fights, hasn't it? I haven't been too worried about fleets in this game, basically because my trade routes are safe at the back there, so I've sort of relied on the British. Oh, they've got a fleet again now. Where on earth have all these big ships been hiding? You know. Right, workers on strike now in Belgorod Gub. Let's have a look. Well, they're only on naught, so they should be okay. And they've got a court of justice being built there, so what does that give us? Town wealth. I think I might need some, I don't know, some militia in there or something. Let's put some in anyway. Spy network established. Now where was he? Ah, I sent him up here, didn't I? Maybe he's the one that was showing me Napoleon. Maybe he is. Claude Vignon. So I don't know where Napoleon's gone. Maybe the British have landed somewhere and Napoleon's gone off to sort him out. I don't know. War declared. War has broken out between these two nations, Prussia and France. What? Has it only just broken out between Prussia and France? Right, units recruited. That's all those. Construction report. Ah, now I have my Star Fort and a court of justice in St. Petersburg. Let's see how we're doing now with regions. Still lots and lots of yellows. So what's going on? Why on earth am I not doing better than this? It's extraordinary, isn't it? Don't quite understand why I'm getting yellows everywhere. That's oh, I thought I had another ship ready. Oh, that's a shame. I don't seem to have recruited a ship this turn. Oh yes, I have. Yeah, it's still on the way, isn't it? It's not ready yet. They seem to be taking longer and longer because my expectations are getting higher and higher, I think. Well, here we go on the restart. Got a bit of a cold, a little bit breathless, just picked up some antibiotics from the GP, so I might sound a little bit breathless occasionally. Thanks for all the comments. I hope you got the title that I put on there. It's thoroughly meant. There are a couple of things that I've certainly missed, there's no doubt about it. It's really good to have the help and the comments to guide me on the way a little bit, especially since Napoleon Total War is such a new thing. I've been so tempted to think, well, let's end it all the easy way. Let's suddenly take all the territories that we can, while Prussia and Hungary are off fighting. Oh, I'm fiddling about so much there because I'm talking at the same time, I think. While they're sort of fiddling about with France on the other front, you know, I could just attack them, take the territories, and win the game. I'm struggling, as you know. I've said it too many times, I'm sure already, with the let's have a look over at EASI for a start before I start talking about that, with all the yellow regions. So I've made a definite decision about what I'm going to do about that, and you'll see that soon now. I mean, basically I'm going to go for a revolution. There's no way that I'm going to be able to withstand these Napoleonic armies as in history happened because I've looked at the technology, you know, where you do diplomatic relations and you can swap technology and stuff. Well, France are sort of well up there with the big boys, and they're going to have Guard in there, they'll have several Chevron infantry before they even start the battle, they'll have better quality artillery than mine, better quality things to fire out of them. Everything that they've got is going to be 3-4 times better than mine, so a 20-man army is no way of mine going to ever be a 20-man army of theirs, there's no doubt about it. So I've got to settle this economy, I've got to build up my resources to be able to handle an attack like that. So here we go. For those people who don't know how to do a revolution, this might be interesting in itself. So the first thing that you do is you... oh, come on. And I know this is a change from history, by the way, and normally I do like to, you know, follow the historical precepts, but you know, I can't build the economy because everything goes minus all the time. Can't build, you know, things that will get me more troops or anything. It's just ridiculous. So I do have to move on a bit. So anyway, everything's gone red there, as you can see. So what I now need to do is, you can see that they're paying tax. Moscow's paying tax. It's gone into a -8. So what I'm now going to do is bring everything else out of the tax system, exempt them all from tax. I'm doing this now because I do have a sense of desperation. Hungary don't look strong. France do look incredibly strong. I think France can cut through Hungary really like butter. I really do. And they could be landing on my doorstep very, very quickly with extremely good quality troops. So I've got to crank up my game a little bit here. I'm going to start getting some decent money in, get some decent buildings built, and then I'm going to start putting some decent quality troops inside them, and also start researching things and getting buildings that are going to give me minuses on happiness for the public, instead of being scared of doing it all the time. It's just no good. So anyway, I've always said this one looks like a very, very easy game to win. I don't now think it is. I think it's a very, very hard game to win if you're going all the way up to 1812. So let's see. So just have a quick look at the region list just to see what we've done there. And there we go. We've looked at the technology very recently. See how everything's gone green now, for obvious reasons. You know, obviously the money's gone down, you know, because we're not taxing anymore. But everything's gone green and everybody's quite happy now. So let's drive Russia into an early revolution. Well, nothing really to show on the turn end there, so I don't think I'll even bother with it. I'll just say to you that a large British fleet is moving up and down the English Channel. I'll also say to you that there are Austrians moving around in single units, no large units or anything like that, so nothing that makes me convinced that they're going to be able to hold back the French. So, workers on strike, no surprise there. So, recruitment report, yep, we've got our ship. As you know, I like the ships. Let's go in and, oops, alright, one thing I will do is recruit another ship. So, oh, hang on. Didn't do it, did I? Right. Get that ship. I know I said I'm going to go for coffee because it's worth more, but until I feel a little bit more stable, I'm not going to do that. Now, just have a quick region check just to make sure that it's only Moscow that's unhappy. Regions, yep, just Moscow still that's unhappy at the moment. This one is a bit low at the moment, Belgorod Gub as well, but apart from that, we're okay. Recruitment report, yes, we know about that. Now, let's just have a quick look over at the... yep, look, there you go, you see. The French have taken Austria, and they'll be threatening. They'll be threatening here as well through to Hungary. Look over at Hungary, where I've got my agent in there. And the Austrians have got quite a few fairly decent troops down there. But there's still, although they've got some Fusiliers, I bet you an army like that is no way going to be able to take on a French army. And if you look down there in the construction report, there's no fortress for them to hide behind. But they have got a bit of support from down there. Anyway, let's move on, see if we can get this rebellion going, or revolution, I should say. Well, you can see my troops moving over. You can see what they're doing. Moving over to Belgrade, which is my forward position, the most risky position, the closest to the French. Look at all these French now coming down. One of these I've shown you before is Bonaparte. I forget the names of the other generals now, but I have looked over them. And from what I can see, you can only see odd units, but you can see Young Guard amongst them, Fusiliers, 12 pound a foot artillery. You know, like I said to you before, good quality troops. As you can see, I've sent a small contingent, you know, that new general that I got with a couple of infantry units over into one of the Austrian regions just to hold on. That's the one that we want, to be honest. I could be naughty and then just sneak in and take that place. I could even use my army up next to Prussia. that large army there, move into Prussia and take the places there while Prussia is occupied with the French. It's all cheating really, and it's just a way of snatching the game. But anyway, we shall see.